I'm really excited for Spurs basketball next season. Not only is Wemby coming back after missing almost half the season because of blood clot issues, but they also drafted Dylan Harper with the number two pick. So I'm just excited to see their improvement. They're a really young team. And when Wemby played last season, he only played 46 games. As I was saying, he played half the season because of blood clots. But in those 46 games, he was amazing. This season, he shot a lot more threes. His volume went up, but his percentage went down a bit, shooting below league average at 35%. But that's expected when you're a 7'4" center and shooting as many threes as he was. And one of the craziest things about Wemby and how many games he played last season, he only played 46 games and still led the league in total blocks by a pretty good margin. So he was definitely on pace to have one of the highest block seasons ever. He also averaged 3.8 blocks, almost 4 blocks per game. Um, and with him on the court, the Spurs were a much better team. With him playing, they were 21 and 25, and without him, they were 13 and 23. So the Spurs won nearly two more out of every 5 games with him versus without him. So Wemby's impact is apparent. He makes the Spurs a much better team. He makes their defense much better. He elevates their defense to top in the league. But when he's off the court, it really suffers a lot. But with their new roster and starting five for next season, I think they can improve a lot along with just internal development. Their projected starting five for next season is De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, and Victor at center. And they also traded for Kelly Olynyk and signed Luke Cornett, which I think can help a lot. And they drafted Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant in the lottery. So first, having Dylan Harper, he might have limited minutes and limited opportunity because they're two. I'll say star guards. I guess De'Aaron Fox is a star guard, but Stephon Castle's not a star yet. But he did win Rookie of the Year, and he may be more of a priority than Dylan Harper is right now. So I don't know how that's going to look for him. But Dylan Harper is a great player. They got him with the number two pick, so I'm pretty sure he's going to turn out well for them and definitely going to develop. But I just don't know how that's going to work with the log jam of guards. Carter Bryant, watching him in the summer league, he played great on defense. He can shoot the ball. Like, I think Carter Bryant is going to be a pretty good wing for them. And then with the Luke Cornett and Kelly Olynyk acquisitions, I think Kelly Olynyk is a great pickup for them. He can pass the ball at the 4 or 5. He can shoot the three a little bit, and then with like Luke Cornett, he plays great defense. Maybe he can shoot. He hasn't been shooting these past few seasons, but he has shot a little bit in the past, so maybe he's capable of hitting threes. Maybe he can change that this season and start hitting threes. I don't know. Maybe it'll look different with the Spurs than it did with the Celtics. Who knows really? But I'm just glad they got a backup center for Wemby, so when he gets off the court, maybe the defense can stay the same a little bit. Who knows? Maybe they run lineups with Wemby and Luke Cornett at the same time. I don't know how that's going to work. But the Spurs missed the play-in completely last year because of the Wemby injury. Maybe that's different if he plays for a whole season. Maybe they make the play-in. But this year, I honestly think it's possible. Like, I think their ceiling is like the fifth or sixth seed, and their floor is maybe ninth seed, like somewhere in that playing range. I think they'll end up around like the sixth seed, maybe the seventh seed. I don't know. Like, if things go well for them, Wemby is going to have an amazing season, which is expected. He's cleared to play for next season. He's only going to be better from this. Like, he's just going to be better next season. De'Aaron Fox, we actually didn't see them play many games together, him and De'Aaron. I think they only played 4 games last season because Wemby got injured. So we'll see how that duo looks. They looked great when they were on the court together. So I think that's definitely going to look amazing next year. Maybe we see the defense from the Spurs improve too. I already told you how Wemby improves the defense drastically, but Stephon Castle was a pretty good defender last year, especially for a rookie guard. De'Aaron Fox, he can turn up when he needs to. He's great at getting steals. Pretty good on-ball defender. Harrison Barnes is solid, pretty old. So I don't know how that's gonna go, but Devin Vassell, he had a down year last year, kind of. Maybe he can improve. He had a lot of upside. During Wemby's rookie year, he was a pretty good second option to him during that time. So maybe he can do much better. And even if he doesn't, maybe Carter Bryant could take his spot. Dylan Harper might move into that lineup. I don't know how it's going to look with a 3 guard lineup. The Spurs have a really interesting roster. The West is very deep though, so I don't know how they're going to like fare against the other great teams in the West. But I really do hope they can do a lot. I'm rooting for the Spurs. I'm rooting for Wemby. Wemby's one of my favorite players in the league, so I really hope they can do big things next season.